Hey guys, Pastor Mark here, hope you're doing well. I am standing right now in the ancient city of Corinth, where Paul planted, of course, the church that he writes to on his second missionary journey. And behind me, I don't know what you picture about these biblical cities, but behind me, you can see way up on the top of the hill, which is the highest spot in any city. It's called the Acropolis, the highest spot in the city. There's a temple to the goddess Aphrodite. And of course, Aphrodite was the goddess of love or beauty and then sexuality. And what they would do is they'd have 1,000 prostitutes up there. So you would go up and worship your god or goddess, and then you'd have all the prostitutes. And every night they would come down. So oftentimes we're like, oh, bring me back to the ancient times where there was no internet. Believe me, it was in your face at all times, especially in this city called Corinth. And they tried to gather and be a church, but there was disunity and there was sexual immorality in the church. And that's why Paul, after spending a year and a half here, is constantly writing to them saying, make sure there's unified, make sure you get your sex life in order, because this was the thing that they were worshiping, was in their face every single day. And so big question for us is, how do we actually deal with those kind of things in our life, making sure that our life is pure when it's in our face every single day? But also, Paul writes the famous words of 1 Corinthians 13, which is, of course, one of the passages we all read at our weddings, right? Love is kind, love is beautiful, all of that. But it's in the face of all of this that he writes that, because he's saying you've been falsely worshiping a God of love in a wrong way. But what is true love? He says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This is more than just something to read at your wedding. He's saying this is a way of life in the face of a temptation to not live out love properly. So how are you living out love today? A great spot to reflect on that.